What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Juju the Gamer here, and before we get into episode 3 of Muv Luv Alternative, I want to point this out. So there were a bunch of comments, and I thank you all for checking out the video. But there were a bunch of comments saying that I needed to play the first two games to fully understand what was happening, and to a large, degree, I do agree with that statement. I want to play both games so I can fully understand what happened before alternative, because the people that in my comment section that played the game said that they basically only reduced both games down to about a couple of scenes, and that didn't do it proper justice. All right, so the issue is I have a MacBook. And if I, go through the trouble of installing Steam, and then eventually going through the trouble of buying Muv Luv and Muv Luv Alternative, the issue is I don't even know if MacBook is compatible with playing Windows Steam games. Because I went on there and there's supposed to be like a little symbol next to the game to where it's compatible. There wasn't an Apple symbol, it was only the Windows symbol. So I don't even know if I spend my money on this game, on these two games, am I even going to be able to play it? So I don't know. I'm not a PC gamer. I don't know how none of this stuff works. So if you have a MacBook and you played both games through Steam, please let me know how you did it, because I have no way. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not even trying to mess up my laptop. I'm not trying to mess up anything on my MacBook trying to download this game. So I really don't know what to expect, but I know from the first two episodes I really enjoyed Muv Luv Alternative, and since once again it inspired Attack on Titan, which is probably going down as in my top 5 favorite animes of all time. With especially if this rumor gets confirmed about it being an anime original ending, because as it gets confirmed, we in business. But enough of that. We're gonna hop into episode 3 of Muv Luv Alternative. Let's get into it. The first two episodes was bangers. I'm hoping this one is a good one too. Let's get it.
Oh, God! What the hell is it? Brother Leader, what's going on? Report the situation. Have you found survivors? They are humans? Freeze!
Okay. What? We haven't even gotten to the damn opening and I have to stop my watch already? Okay, so let's start off with this. All right. The English voice acting, I can tell this is Japanese. These are Japanese actors and actresses doing the English voiceovers, doing the dubbing before Funimation gets their hand on it. And I could tell because of the way they pronounce their R's. R's like that, it's like re. So R's in Japanese is like ra, re, ri, ryo. So their R's aren't really pronounced like that, along with their L's. So their L's and their R's are basically the same pronunciation. And so when I hear Japanese citizens speak English, I can tell, like because I spent time over there in Japan, I know what it sounds like when they're speaking English. So, and to be honest, they didn't sound that bad. They sounded good to me. I could understand them clearly. They sounded good to me. Now let's get into why I stopped this. They said in 1999 at the Yokohama Beta Hive that they captured, hanging in the middle, like in the upper rafters of this giant column, they found human brains. Human brains. So now I have a question. I have to ask this. So does that mean when the beta, kill the humans, when they're killing the humans, they're taking their brains and harvesting them? They're taking their brains out of their body and harvesting them? Where did all these brains come from? And why are they basically crystallized in these beta hives? What is happening? Like, seriously, what is happening? They found human brains, bro. Human brains. And you know what? Because, I did it last episode, I might just throw that clip right at the very beginning. It's short enough to where I'm not getting copyrighted and y'all can clearly understand what's happening. So, yeah. Yeah. Let's dive back in. So, oh boy. All right. We're about 9 minutes in. I had to stop again because I have to take a break. I have to take a break from what I just learned. And now I have to take a break and talk about this. So Shirogane, right from the get-go, he was using his memories, from what he remembered in the past, and in the last episode, a lot. Now this time he's going more in detail. So he's going more in detail, like he's talking with his team, with his squad. He's talking with his squad about what they want to protect. Let's do our best. And then it seemed like I believe in Unlimited, he met Kasumi, was it? Kasumi in like an off chance encounter. In like an encounter that he wasn't supposed to meet her, but he met her. Basically on accident. This time, with his full memories, remember that, with his full memories, he's now fully going to, oh yeah, I know she's here. Let me introduce myself to her. And Kasumi, they said she in whatever brain that is, that Kasumi is always either protecting or looking at, or a part of a set, or like they're basically part of a package deal. Whose brain is that? Is this what this whole episode is going to be about? Brains? We're going to be looking up people's somehow crystallized brains. And this is kind of weird, but they said his childhood friend Sumika wasn't in the other world. How is she not in the other world, but everybody else is? Where did she go? like where did she go? And then when he woke back up in alternative, Sumika's also not here. So where did his childhood friend go? I got an even better question. And because they have no trace of her, is that her brain? What is happening here? Why are the betas capturing brains? Why is Kasumi in this, whoever's brain that is that's being crystallized, part of a package deal? What is happening with these brains? And I will say the pace of this is going kind of fast. It's going a lot faster than I thought it would. I thought it would take some more time to really flesh out some stuff, flesh out some character bonding. But I guess not when you have about probably a 60-hour game to make an anime out of. Some stuff got to get cut. So I'm diving back in. I had to take a break right there because wow. Okay. So I don't even know if I've gotten that far in. Okay, it's literally 3 minutes later in the anime. So Hakuto noticed that all the events that happen at this point in the story of Unlimited is the exact same that he's going, but Yuko Sensei did mention that, as standard in light novels, different routes, different choices can still lead to the exact same ending, and still lead to the true ending. You know what I'm saying? So I did find that to be a real interesting comment. Um, this is something that's worrying me. It's jumping around because they were talking about it being like I don't know, late October. Then we jump to November 1st and meet Mikoto, who was in the hospital. Don't know why she's in the hospital, but she's a part of the same squad as well. And then we jumped again, and now it's November 11th, and they said something big is happening. I feel like they're jumping around too much in order to make sure they have enough of what they need to put in this anime. Because I believe the game, well, most visual novels are over 40, 50 hours. So, and I believe all the stuff that they're cutting is important background stuff. Like, it might be boring, but you still might want to know what's happening. And since they just jumped to November 1st and then jumped again to November 11th, I feel like they're jumping around. Like, when did he talk to Kasumi about her coming to wake Takeru up every single day? When did that conversation happen? And so that's worrying to me, that they're cutting out a lot of key background stuff already. We're only 3 episodes in. So when shit really hits the fan, are they going to cut out a lot of background stuff? So that's kind of just worrying me. And I believe I still got about 9 minutes left. Well, the ending takes about 2-3 minutes, so 8 minutes left. That's worrying, man. That's worrying that they're jumping around like this. Let's dive back on in, man. All right, so we made it to the end of the episode. And man, so his knowledge of the future is helping. Yuko Sensei wanted to put him to test. Like we might have believed your crazy story, but as of yet, you haven't predicted anything that would happen. Like you may have came from the future, but how do we know for sure that you're from the future? And how do we know for sure that you can change anything, with the memories that you have intact? And so when when Takeru basically predicted that on the 11th of November that Beta will be arriving from, what was it, Sadogashima, basically to get to the Yokohama base, the Ultra HQ base. And then when the 11th came, the alarm, I want to say the alarm blared off, showing that, okay, this actually happened. He was vindicated. He felt good about himself. He felt good. He was like, yes, this is the proof that I needed, that with my knowledge of the future, we can possibly change something. You know what I'm saying? We could possibly change something. I kind of was expecting that what was it called? The survival exercise to be longer. It was only a minute. Only a minute for the survival exercise. They basically they quite literally just skipped. They did a what was it called? They did a presentation. They basically did a slideshow of the stuff that happened. And I'm not joking. So I don't know what the original exercise was supposed to look like, but I know it was not supposed to be a minute long. But at the end of the episode, they are now qualified to fly the mechs. So we probably will be seeing some action pretty soon with them in the mechs, and I can't wait for that. Like I said, I have not watched the mech anime in a long time. And this is probably the first anime that I've watched that had mechs in it in a long time. So I'm excited to see some mech on alien action. I'm excited to see that. So hopefully next episode we have some action and some more plot twists. Cause yeah, this episode was good. Not as good as the first two because of the way it jumped around, but it was still a good episode to me. It drove the plot forward basically. And I still want to know, what are they doing with those brains? Like I said, I'm Ginger Gamer. I'm signing out. Please make sure you leave a like and hit that subscribe button for your boy. It means the world to me. I'm signing out. See you next time in the next video.